So my friends and I decided to give AI Dungeon a try. If you haven't heard what AI Dungeon is, basically it's like it's an AI, artificial intelligence, that you have a conversation with, basically. It creates scenarios, and you and your friends can type out what you want to do, the AI works with that and continues the story. It's kind of like D&D meets the DM being an artificial intelligence. And it actually ends up creating some pretty hilarious outcomes. What we were doing this time was trying to pick up some babes from the mall, and it got out of hand real quick. And it ended up really being driven by Jumbles, with Nick and myself, or Remix and myself, um, kind of coming in later at the end to kind of bring home the whole story and bring it to a nice decisive conclusion. So what I did afterwards is I took all of the whole story, all of the text, plugged it into a text to speech software, and this is the end result. So I enjoyed making this. My friends enjoyed making this, and I hope you enjoy watching it. Thanks.
You and the boys are going to pick up some baddies at the mall, then head out with them to see some of the sights. We'll be staying at a friend's house, but you'll have your own vehicle, so don't worry about transportation. Greater than Jumbles drive to the mall. The boys excitedly gather their belongings and you drive off to the mall. Once there, you all enter through the back entrance and take the service elevator up to the food court. Greater than Gfarius want a thick girl. As the elevator doors open, you're faced with a long corridor of doors with numerous Scrabble words. You look to Westfield and give him a questioning look. He shrugs and holds up 3 fingers. A girl sees Jumbles and whistles at him. He looks nervously around before addressing the girl. Do I know you? Yeah, we went to kindergarten together. Jumbles' face falls. Greater than Jumbles says, oh dang, you matured. Yeah. Jumbles puts his hands on hips. We did go to kindergarten together, but I don't know what that has to do with anything now. Unless you just like hitting on old people? Greater than Jumbles says, want to get into bed with me. What? Wait, what? Westfield says. I'll give you $1,000 right now to get into my bed. Oh, for crying out loud. Greater than Jumbles says, let's go. Please. Jumbles looks at Westfield sorrowfully. I don't feel very well. You want me to get the cops? Westfield asks. No. Don't do that. The girl takes off her sweater and puts it on Jumbles, who looks to be on the verge of tears. Please. Jumbles sobs. You don't want to do this. Oh, for. Greater than Jumbles says, please just head. You turn and start walking towards the door. Thanks, Westfield says, opening the door for you. You walk out into the mall and find yourself surrounded by mall security. She asks if you want the sucky security guard, the fat one that only knows how to yell, or the black guy who is so nice he makes everyone cry. Greater than Gfarius whispers to R3M11X, she kinda bad do. You stick with your choice of security guards and follow Gfarius to the front of the store. What can I help you with? The security guard asks, looking up from his book. Greater than Jumbles says, can I date you? I was looking to buy a gift for my cousin's upcoming wedding, but I seem to have forgotten the couple's first names. Greater than R3M11X says, yo, is that Frost? No. Is that a new type of political propaganda? You know what that means. Greater than Jumbles says, it's you and me. Well, I better go with this guy. Okay. You walk over to the register and start looking at various items, being accompanied by the 2 security guards. The girl asks Jumbles out on a date. She says she's not interested in him and he begins to say that he doesn't think it's working out. but she tells him that she has a boyfriend who is deployed currently and asks him out on a second date. Greater than Jumbles ask the security guards if they want to have a threesome. You start making out with one of the guards and he agrees. The second guard says he doesn't swing that way, but you tell him to get out of the way, as you want to fulfill your fantasy. The girl is actually a guy. Gently, you push him out of the way and get the guy off of the floor. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. Greater than Jumbles says hell yeah. So. Westfield smiles. How did it go? Great, what's your cousin's name? Eric. Don't you think he'd like that personalized license plate? Greater than Jumbles says please have my kids. You ask the girl if she likes karaoke and she says yes. Do you have a car? No, I'm taking the bus to school tomorrow. Greater than R3M11X says yo you guy. Yeah, that's a good idea. The next day, you wake up and make your way to school. You arrive a little early, so you go to the parking lot to wait for Westfield. Greater than Gfarius didn't know Jumbles was gay. Hey, Gfarius. Hey, West. Uck. Why the hell are there always queers in the 7-Eleven parking lots at 7 in the morning? Greater than Jumbles says wait I'm straight. Westfield and Jumbles arrive and get in the car. You wait for Westfield to start the car before heading off to school. Westfield is secretly in love with Jumbles. He tries really hard not to show his affection, but his eyes follow the guy all over the place. I'm in love with your cousin, Westfield tells you, out of the blue. Greater than Jumbles dump Westfield. What? I'm gay. What? I'm in love with your cousin. Do you realize how young he is? He's like 15. Westfield breaks down into tears. I'm sorry. You break down into tears. I like guys, not girls, Westfield says. Oh. I don't know what I did. You made me gay. Greater than Jumbles finds a supermodel. You arrive at school and Westfield tells you to do your own thing, but he wants to be your best man at your wedding. I want Jumbles to be my best man, you say. Greater than Jumbles decline. No, I'm not going to do that. Please, I really want him there. That would be so awesome. Yeah, best men get free drinks at the bar the day before the wedding. Greater than Jumbles says so what? Westfield starts crying again. I want to be your best man. Thanks. I'd love to have you there. You hug Westfield and drive off to school. Westfield longingly looks into Jumbles' eyes as the car pulls away. After school, you head home and prepare dinner. You then put Westfield to bed. Greater than Jumbles spank Westfield because he's naughty. You read a story to Westfield and then put him to bed. Can I sleep in your bed tonight? Westfield asks. No. You say. Please 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 please. Westfield asks Jumbles to smack his Jimmy legs together. No. You say, then Westfield starts crying. Do it for me, please, Westfield says. Fine. Jumbles says. Greater than Jumbles smack the crap out of his butt. Spank the sinner. Jumbles smacks Westfield in the butt with all his might. Westfield cries and begs for mercy. Please stop, he says. Greater than Jumbles says Daddy is home. You run out of the room and into the living room. Your father is home. I'm sorry, I was watching a movie. Did you need something? Your father asks. Westfield clearly enjoys being spanked. Look at how happy he is. I was punishing West for being bad, you say in an attempt to explain away the situation. Did you? Yes, sir. Okay. Greater than Jumbles says give me the belt. You give Jumbles the belt. He smiles and walks away. You're so confused. What's going on? I'm gonna beat West up now. No, don't. Greater than Jumbles says too late mwah haha. Your father walks into the room. Who are you and what have you done with my son? He asks. The name's Jumbles. This ain't your son. Westfield begs Jumbles to tie him up while Jumbles gives him a nasty leers. I was just gonna tie his Jimmy legs together. Jumbles says. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Greater than Jumbles spank Westfield even harder. I thought you were gonna beat West up, you ask. Who says I'm beating him up? Jumbles asks. Because if you're not, then what's going on? Greater than Jumbles says we are having kinky intercourse. You get away from Westfield and run into the bathroom. You lock the door. Jumbles, you can't do this. Why not? We're both consenting adults. Greater than Jumbles says come on, do it. You hear Westfield start to cry. Please don't hurt him. He's my boyfriend, you say. Greater than Jumbles smack his boyfriend. You can't do this. Jumbles pulls down his pants and underwear and starts stroking himself. He looks at you and licks his lips. You try the door, but it's locked. Greater than Jumbles zip Jumbles' pants up. Jumbles, I love you. Not that, you little fop, the other one. What other one? The one in my pocket. You pull out your father's wallet. Greater than Jumbles smack Westfield with the wallet. OWW. Westfield shouts as he gets the wallet smacked on his head. Tell him you're sorry. Jumbles says. Greater than Jumbles smack Westfield again. Damn it man, stop. Westfield shouts as Jumbles smacks him with the wallet. Tell him you're sorry. I'm sorry I hit you in the head with your own wallet. Westfield asks Jumbles to urinate on him. No. You shout. Westfield starts to cry again. Tell him to stop. I want to be free Jumbles. Greater than Jumbles urinate on Westfield. Oh for F. Tell him to stop. You shout. I want to be free. Westfield says. Jumbles zips up his pants and puts the wallet back in his pocket. Westfield starts peeing his pants. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Westfield keeps saying. Tell him to stop. I want to be free. He's never gonna stop. You say. Greater than Jumbles says never. You start laughing. This is the most interesting thing that's happened in a while. You say. I know right, it's almost like a joke, but someone is getting hurt. Jumbles says. Westfield asks Jumbles to make him feel like the man he deserves to be. You want me to give him a prostate milking? Jumbles asks. Yeah. No way, I'm not doing that. Westfield starts crying again. Greater than Jumbles says bruh please. Please bruh. Westfield cries. Fine. Jumbles says and milks Westfield's prostate. Jumbles continues to laugh and laugh. Greater than Jumbles says what the hell? The door opens and Westfield starts to run. Don't let him get away, I want to keep his spirit alive. Jumbles says and gives chase. Greater than Jumbles load Jumbles' conceal carry. You pull out Jumbles' pistol and shoot Westfield in the back while he's bending over and trying to catch his breath. He falls to the floor and gasps for air. Who are you? Greater than Jumbles says the Terminator. West, it's me. Please stop everything. I need to get you out of here. Who are you? Westfield cries asking for forgiveness. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not who you think I am. I just want to help. I don't know you. Greater than Jumbles shoot Westfield in the head. Yes you do. You remember my friend and I having lunch at that sushi place a few weeks ago? I don't know. Westfield pulls in Jumbles' head to kiss him one last time. I love you, Jumbles. He says and then you shoot him in the head. Greater than Jumbles teabag Westfield because he's a noob. You put Westfield's body in the bathtub and start pouring teabag into the wound. Greater than Jumbles says later. I'm starting to get thirsty. You say and head to the door. You leave the house to find Jumbles waiting for you. So, what now? Westfield jolts awake in pain. Oh, you're back, good. I had to kill Jumbles because he wouldn't stop laughing. I'm still pissed about that, Westfield says. Greater than Jumbles shoot Westfield again. Sounds like Jumbles wasn't too fun after all. One of these days I'll have to show you a good laugh, you say and continue. So, what's the plan? Westfield asks. Greater than Jumbles shoot Westfield. What do you mean? The mission isn't over yet, is it? Yeah. You need to kill Harren and Princess PP. Westfield wants Jumbles to shoot his butthole. I don't want to shoot you. I want to be on your good side. Well, when you're done shooting my face off, we can go kill them. Fine. Greater than Jumbles shoot Westfield in the butthole. Ah. What the hell is this? It burns. Westfield screams. The teabag. You say. I thought you said it was rubber. Westfield wants Jumbles to make him feel good. Come on, just do it. Westfield says. You take out your phone and look up butt plugs. Now put your fingers in. Greater than Jumbles punch Westfield. What the? Who is this guy? He's crazy. Westfield says. You're now ready to go kill Harren and PP. Greater than Jumbles sit on Westfield. Who is this? Westfield asks. If you don't know by now, then you really should seek help, because this is who. Westfield wants to sleep. No, you need to stay awake. Westfield falls asleep. Nurse Carla, it's very important that I see you. Who is this? Greater than Jumbles says Westfield is gay. What? I said you've met Westfield, the super rich guy who hires me? Yes, I have. Well, it seems he's gay. So? Nurse Carla touches Jumbles' chest where his heart is. You want me to kill him for you? What? No. Westfield is too valuable of an employee. Greater than Jumbles says yes, kill him. Are you sure? Yes. Nurse Carla points a small pistol at Jumbles' chest and shoots him. He gasps and falls over. What are you doing? Greater than Jumbles says Nurse Carla, let's hop in bed together. You look at the system that the nurse was connected to along with the door it was connected to. You create a new security key and punch in the code you just created. The door clicks open. Westfield screams, "Don't touch my lover," as he watches the two of you embrace. Go kill Westfield. He screams as Carla and Jumble continue to make out on his bed. Greater than Jumbles says, "Oh Carla. You know what to do." Jumbles runs over to Westfield and takes out a small revolver. He points it at him as he forces him to stand. Who are you? Westfield asks. Greater than Jumbles says, Bond. James Bond. You're not James Bond. I am when it comes to women. Bull. You're a stereotype that doesn't even work in the real world. Apparently it works here then. Nurse Carla screams in pleasure as Jumbles continues to slam his hips against her. Uck. Someone's throat. Carla says as she moves her head close to Westfield's. I want you to kill Westfield. Greater than Jumbles says, you want IT? Yes. Carla and Jumbles both stare at you. Well, I'll turn in. Westfield, you're in charge of the facility until I return. I am not. Westfield cries rivers as he's forced into a chair. Yes, you are. Now then, who am I? You. You're my assistant. My girlfriend's assistant. Greater than Jumbles says, Carla is my lover now. Lover? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You killed her father to take control of the hospital. Now you've killed my father to take control of the asylum. Greater than Jumbles says Carla, let's elope. She can't elope. She's in the asylum. Then we have to escape. No, we don't. Westfield sobs as he pleads to Jumbles to end his misery. You've escaped from the asylum before. Yeah. I know I'm a killer, but I don't deserve this. Don't worry, we'll make sure you're kept comfortable. Greater than Jumbles says let's kill Carla, she's useless. I can't kill her. She's my girlfriend. Let's kill her anyway. No. Jumbles shoots Westfield in the head, killing him instantly. Greater than Jumbles drive to a strip club. Which one? Hookers. Oh, I see. Well then, let's go. Nurse Carla asks Jumbles if he would like to procreate with her. Well, we can't do it here. There are people watching. Nurse Carla gets on all fours and begins to crawl towards the door. Greater than Jumbles procreate with Carla. I think we should do it here. Really? Yeah. I'm not on all fours. Fine, you can't get up. Greater than Gfarius hello. I'm afraid you won't be having any more patients enter this facility. Why not? We've had all the sick people taken away to an insane asylum. Greater than R3M11X says hello. What? Are you serious? Yeah, they killed all the people that could hurt us. The only ones left are the ones who can't do anything, like children and the insane. Greater than Gfarius Carla is Gfarius's. What? It's true. Carla was my girlfriend, but now she's going to be yours. She was also the head of internal investigations. I have my own head of internal investigations. Greater than Gfarius, let's have a threesome. Fine. Let's go. Jumbles grabs Carla by the hand. Westfield begins to follow them, but Gfarius holds him back. You stay here. Westfield grabs Jumbles by the ankles. This isn't over yet, he says, before Gfarius takes Westfield away. Well, now you're mine, Carla says, kissing you. Of course. Greater than Jumbles procreate with Carla once again. I can't do it again. You want to have baby? Maybe. Well, I'm not using protection this time. Yeah, I know. Greater than Jumbles says wahom. What? Nothing, but let's get it on. The room. You see that Westfield is strapped to a chair in the middle of the room. Gfarius puts a bullet in Westfield's head. Goodbye, Westfield. Ah, the joys of being a realist, Westfield says. Gfarius attaches a leash to one of Westfield's hands and leads him away. Greater than Gfarius strangle Westfield. You take the leash and begin to strangle Westfield, who struggles and cries out. I want another child. Carla yells at Jumbles as she walks out of the room. Greater than Jumbles says okay. I thought you wanted kids. I do. Well, you can't have them if you're dead. Westfield is clearly struggling to breathe. So it's death for you today then, Westfield? Gfarius finally releases Westfield and he stops struggling. You okay, sir? You ask. Greater than Jumbles procreate with Carla all night. Of course, I'm fine, Westfield exclaims. But he stops speaking, realizing that he'd given away too much. It's okay. We're not killing you. Greater than Gfarius psych, killing me. I'm sorry, Westfield says, before gulping. My wife and daughter are waiting for me, I should probably go. Yeah, I'll see you to the door. Greater than Jumbles says Westfield, I'm going to tell your wife and kids what you did. Don't bother. They'll never see me again. Gfarius takes Westfield to the front door and shoots him in the head. The front door opens, and he falls out of it. Greater than R3M11X R3M11X becomes the most popular tuber of all time. So what do you think happened to the other two? Carla asks. Don't know. I doubt they're alive. Why not? Westfield starts choking on Gfarius's saliva. because they probably realized what Aquarius and R3M11X did and tried to stop them. You don't really know that. Jumbles procreates with Carla. I think I'm having a boy. Carla says. You ready for a little Charles? Yeah, I suppose so. Greater than Aquarius says I love R3M11X. He's so talented. Carla says. Let's go to his next concert. Aquarius takes Carla to see R3M11X. Greater than R3M11X. R3M11X becomes the next idol of the century. This is so cool. Carla says. Yeah, I'm glad I could entertain you. R3M11X says, high as a kite. We need to talk. R3M11X gets sniped in the head by the Winter Soldier before he can respond. I'll misspend my genius on you, he says, and dies. What's wrong? I think you know. No, I don't. Greater than R3M11X sing R3M11X's heart out. R3M11X killed Westfield and Aquarius, he's going to kill me too. Oh no, don't say that. He'll never find out. Greater than Jumbles says Bond. James Bond. I think Westfield's just had another kid. Oh dear. I did drop silver into his coffee, didn't I? Yes, but it's not that bad. Greater than Jumbles says Bond. James Bond. Am I going to jail? Yes, most likely. Shoot me. I'm sorry, but you did kill 2 men in cold blood. Jumbles hangs his head. Greater than Jumbles says Bond. James Bond. R3M11X walks in. Do you want something? Carla asks. You killed Westfield and Aquarius. Carla doesn't realize the danger she's in. Westfield grabs Jumbles, but this is my swamp now. Aquarius laughs and pulls out a knife. You'll be singing a different tune soon. Doesn't even try run away. Greater than Jumbles says Westfield, stop or I'm going to spank you again. Please, I don't want to die. Then you won't. Are you sure? Very. Jumbles gulps and closes his eyes. Greater than R3M11X. R3M11X puts on the most popular concert. Aquarius and Westfield both tell Carla to come with them when they leave, but she slaps Aquarius across the face. You're not my dad. Carla forcefully procreates with Aquarius. Why, you're my wife. Aquarius slaps Carla across the face, knocking her to the floor. No, I'm not. Greater than Aquarius says yes, you are. Aquarius picks Carla up off the floor and tries to act like nothing happened. What punishment did you have in mind for Jumble? Westfield asks. Give him a lecture. Aquarius is clearly the father. I know you're angry with me, but please don't take it out on your son. As you wish. Westfield says and leaves. What are you doing? Carla asks. Jumbles gain superpowers. I'm taking you on a date. What for? Does it matter? Well, don't most guys want to go out with their kids? I guess so. Greater than Jumbles finds the hottest babe in town. Let's go. Wait, where are we going? You'll see. They go to a very popular nightclub. There are a bunch of people out on the dance floor already. Westfield demands Jumbles to marry him. Jumbles says no, but Westfield persists. In the ensuing scuffle, Carla gets hurt and Jumbles ends up taking Westfield to the hospital in his own car. Greater than Jumbles dump Westfield on the street. Thanks for the ride. Westfield says, and then he gets hit by a bus. Aquarius is pushing Carla around. She's telling him to stop, but he doesn't listen. Pushes Carla in the street. You're going to get yourself killed. Screw you. Aquarius stomps on her head until it's crushed. Westfield becomes the buzz. You try to stop Aquarius, but he's on a mission. He runs over Jumbles and doesn't stop. Greater than Jumbles says Westfield, I'm spanking you tonight. He stops Aquarius. You won't get away with it. Aquarius is clearly not worried about Westfield catching him. He pushes Jumbles into a brick wall, killing him. Westfield reverses to run over Jumbles again. The police arrive. Which one of you killed my wife? I did. R3M11X says, stepping forward. Bull. It was Aquarius. R3M11X gets arrested. You may go home to your family, K. The detective says. Who is going to jail? Aquarius, of course. The police take Aquarius away. Greater than R3M11X eats popcorn. I knew it. I knew he was going to get away with it. Maybe not. Westfield says. Aquarius admitted to killing Carla. Ha 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 ha. Greater than Aquarius breaks out of jail. Aquarius uses his powers on several guards. He lets people go and takes others prisoner. He gets out of prison and takes over the city. You and Westfield are sitting in a tree. K? Westfield wants to ram into Jumbles, but you remind him that Jumbles has superpowers. I know, I just really want to ram into it. Westfield says. You both fall out of the tree. Greater than Jumbles kill Westfield permanently. You and Westfield get caught in a hail of gunfire. Why did you do this to me? Westfield asks, as you bleed out on the street. It was his idea. Greater than Jumbles snap Westfield's neck. You pass in sleep. In your dreams, you are running through a forest. Then, you find yourself at the edge of a cliff. Westfield resurrects permanently. Jumbles tries to take over the city, but ends up killing himself. Soon, nothing is left of him. Greater than Jumbles put Westfield in a toilet and flush him. You are unfortunately still dead. You have been killed by the hands of Jumble. Greater than Aquarius revives Westfield. Westfield continues to live. In his spare time, he acts as a private detective for hire. Carla reappears. She is now working as a private eye. She seems bored. Greater than Jumbles resurrects themselves. Westfield is annoyed that you will not leave him alone. Will you leave me alone? I want to live my life in peace. Westfield says. Sorry, I can't do that. Greater than Jumbles says, what do you mean, what's your problem? I'm what's your problem? Westfield says, raising his voice. What the hell do you want? Westfield pulls Jumbles close. Greater than Jumbles says, your butt. What's wrong with your butt? Westfield asks, puzzled. I don't like the way you're sitting. I'm not sitting. You're sitting too straight. Westfield laughs. I wish it was that simple. Westfield tells Jumbles to leave. Jumbles goes away. Carla appears in a flash of light. Greater than Jumbles procreates with Carla. Jumbles and Carla have a beautiful baby boy. Jumbles writes a story about his life. It's called, A Tale of Two Butts. He dies of mad cow disease. Westfield turns into a bus and hit Carla. She falls off a cliff. Westfield hits himself in the face. You never write another story. Nuclear warfare occurs. Hank J. Kramer builds nuclear weapon. Nuclear war occurs. The world is destroyed. You hear Westfield laugh manically. You're the only one left. You cry. Then, he appears. It's the ghost of Hank J. Kramer. He gives you one last laugh before dying forever. Jumbles and Westfield procreate in heaven. Jumble ascends to become a god. Westfield becomes a superhero. Westfield builds a statue in his honor. He sits on it, laughing. Greater than R3M11X successfully achieves his idol career. You're successful at becoming the next great American novelist. You become one of the most famous authors of all time. People read your books and are inspired. Greater than R3M11X sing with joy. You sing happily. Hey, what are you doing? Westfield asks. You're not a singer. If you tried to sing, people would be horribly embarrassed. Greater than R3M11X kill Westfield. You kill Westfield. He becomes discouraged and hangs himself. You live happily ever after. Greater than R3M11X thank me. Thank you so much. You say in a fake English accent. You're welcome. Westfield says in a dopey voice. R3M11X dies of a tumor from hearing about his own success. Greater than R3M11X dismember Westfield. You cut Westfield up into little pieces and throw him in a pit of snakes. The end. You saved the city.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.